Hello students, welcome to the lecture number 5th of advertising and promotion. Today we have got a topic by the name of specific objectives of advertising. General objectives we have discussed, some advantages, general objectives, why we are doing advertising and promotion, all these things. But today we have got some 7-8 specific objectives. Number one is induce trial. Number one objective, specific objective of advertising and promotion is to induce trial. To induce trial. Number second is to intensify usage. Number third, to sustain preference. Number four, to build the brand. Number five, to launch a new product. Number six, to introduce a price scheme. Number five, to counter competition. So, I am going to explain them one by one. To induce trial. Inducing the trial, what does it mean? Normally you have seen that certain times different companies or different organizations, they are offering the product to use it for free. Like most oftenly, there is a mobile shop carried by a vehicle, by a car, a specific company selling shampoo, etc. So how they are doing it? They are, let's suppose they are washing your hair, then they are testing the strength of your hair in their own laboratory, then they are showing you the result, then they are washing your hair with that specific brand of shampoo, and then after that again they are conducting the test and showing you the result. So how they made your mentality to try that specific product? People are not having that much time to try each and every product in the market, even if it is for free. Still they are not trying it because they are not having specific amount of time. First, you are advertising the product again and again through social media, electronic media, print media, to keep the image of this product in their mind. When they are finding this product on the road or in the shop for free trial, so they will be rushing up to use the product for free, to test it, to try it. So we are also using advertising and promotion to convince the people to try our product at least once. So this is objective number one of advertising and promotion. Objective number second is intensify usage. Intensify usage to increase the usage of the product. How? For example, I am giving you an example of pizza shop. Let's suppose one of our students is purchasing one pizza on weekend, just only on weekend. But if a pizza shop is advertising it and launching a new package for the student with some 30% discount. So now our student Asad, who was purchasing just only one pizza per week on weekend only, now with 30% discount, and this was advertised, this package was advertised again and again. Asad will be increasing the usage, will intensify the usage. He will purchase 2-3 pizza per week. So how we did it? How the pizza shop did it? Obviously with the help of advertising and promotion. They did it. They convinced the people to use it again and again. Or I am giving you another example. Let's suppose there are some earrings for kids. some food items for kids, and that is advertised on television again and again that this is a nutritional food for kid. So they are convincing the mothers to use this specific nutrition for kids to make them healthy. So obviously, with the help of advertising and promotion, the company is intensify the usage of the product. Different products are there that we are unaware of it. That's why we are having no demand for it. But if they are endorsing the product again and again through the television, through social media, electronic media, print media, and they are realizing it that this is your need of life. And this is very much important. This can improve your life. This can improve your lifestyle. So then in that case, obviously, we will be attracted towards that product or service. The company will be able to increase its market share and increase the frequency. How many times a person is purchasing within a specific period of time, that is called frequency. Purchase frequency. Let's suppose I am purchasing this marker only 2 times in 1 month. So my frequency is 2. So this frequency can be increased with the help of advertising and promotion. And this increase in frequency is called intensifying the usage of the product. Number 3 is sustained preference, to maintain the priority to your product. Or in simple words, we can say to make a customer a loyal customer. Now loyalty remains for a specific period of time. You see some global brands like Coca-Cola, Pepsi. Now most of the time students are asking question that why Pepsi, Coke, iPhone, Samsung, they are advertising the product. They don't need to advertise on television, etc., because the whole world knows their brands and they know that they are best of all other brands in the whole world. So then why they are advertising? Only for this purpose, to sustain preference. To sustain preference, priority in the minds of the customer, to keep them loyal customers, so that they can purchase the product again and again. It is called sustaining the preference. Customer mentality is very complicated. Customer is it's very easy for other companies to switch customer to their products. Customer mentality is very much volatile. Customer can be switched to other products very easily if you are not continuously bombarding his mind with advertising. So it's also very specific objective of the advertising and promotion. To keep them your customers for a long period of time. Next, to build the brand. Brand. What is brand? Normally students are asking this thing. Sir, what is meant by brand? I can say anything that becomes famous in the society, that an image creates in the mind about that specific product. So that specific image is called the brand. Popularity of the product is called brand. So building a brand is not an easy task. If we know that iPhone is having innovative characteristics, because of innovation it is famous throughout the world, and that's why it is a brand. How we knew it? We knew it because of advertising and promotion. That they were firing our brains with this thing that we have come up with this new feature, innovative feature, creativity is there. So this thing is used to build the brand, to make a product famous, to bring awareness in the society. In previous classes we have talked about it, that normally there are 3 stages: awareness, brand recognition and recalling. Now when a product is stepping forward from the awareness to the brand recognition and recalling, we can say that it becomes a brand. Then to launch a new product, you see they are advertising different products on television, on billboards, and at the last they have written over there, coming soon. So before launching the product, they are advertising the product so much that to make the people awaiting of that specific product or service, or at least to create awareness in the society before its launch. So this is also a specific objectives of the product. Then to introduce a price scheme, obviously there are different packages, different sizes of the products, different bundles offered to the society. So there are different schemes of the prices, different prices of different packages. So people are using the product differently. Their needs are different, their requirements are different. So obviously they will be, and at the same time their purchasing power is also different. One guy is purchasing a small can of Pepsi, another person is purchasing jumbo size Pepsi. Based on the requirement, based on the purchasing power of the person, based on the need of that person. So how people will know about it? People will only know about it with the help of advertising and promotion. Or students are very much interested in internet bundles, different packages, data packages. So how they know about this thing? They will know only about these different internet data bundles with the help of advertising and promotion. Then counter competition. Counter competition means that competitors are making different claims about their product, about new feature, about innovation, etc. If you are not coming forward to the market to show the people that I am also having this product, this attribute, this characteristic, with this price, with this innovation, with this creativity, so you will be very badly beaten by your competitor. So you are coping up with the competitor claims only with the help of advertising and promotion. So these were some specific objectives of advertising and promotion. Be with me. See you in the next class. Khuda Hafiz.